everybody. Welcome to WD Carousel of Podcast. My name's Crystal.
And I'm Ian.
And today we are going to go over festivals at Disney.
In my hot basement.
Yeah! So much fun. We're trying this whole Facebook Live thing versus our podcast thing versus also video there, so that way everybody, because we've been asked by multiple people on getting some sort of video up to correspond with our podcasts for people who are hard of hearing and can't understand what we're saying because I might speak a little fast at times.
I mean, same.
And that way they can see our mouth moving and all that other fun stuff. Yes. So we're gonna give this a go. I got my drink. You got your drink?
I got my drink. Let's do this.
Sorry, I had a hiccup
Cheers.
all of a sudden.
All right.
Family-friendly show.
Yeah, you got it.
So, today is festivals at Disney. We are going to cover Walt Disney World for the most part because that is the place where a lot of stuff happens. And you are going to find more festivals there than anywhere else. And primarily at one particular park, too.
That would be Epcot.
Yes, that would be Epcot. So what we're not going to be covering is we're not going to be covering hard-ticketed events, and those are the ones that you have to buy an extra pass for to be able to attend.
That being like Not So Scary Halloween or
Mickey's
stuff like
Very
that.
Merry Christmas Party,
yes.
the Disney After Dark, H2O parties,
Right.
and a whole bunch of other ones.
Right.
So we're just going to be covering the events that you can participate in if you already have a park pass and do not want to shell out for an additional park ticket. Not saying that everything at these are going to be free. So there could be extra costs involved, but it is something where you can at least attend and say, I was there.
Yes.
So Epcot is also, unfortunately, kind of humorously known as the festival center.
I mean, you could argue that the World Showcase is kind of a world's festival all the time, even when there's not a show happening.
Yes, and that was the kind of intention behind creating the World Showcase was having a year-round brain fart.
Year-round world.
Year-round brain fart.
Fair. World's fair.
Yeah, that's it. That's the phrase. And this is live, so I can't edit it out.
Nope, here we are.
Yay! Yay! Yes, but a year-round World's Fair, and it is the ideal location for events, and there's something going almost all year round there.
Right.
Unfortunately, though, we are in the one area of time where there is not a festival going on right now. So we can't talk about anything currently going on. We can talk about what has happened and what's coming in the future. So if you guys,
wrap-up time.
If you guys decide that you want to go ahead and go to a festival, don't feel like you're missing out on anything right now. There you go. Good job.
Exactly.
Go team, go.
Exactly.
So let's go around the calendar because that'll probably be easiest.
Yes. Organization.
And you'll find similarity in almost every single one of these titles. The first one that we have is the International Festival of the Arts. Yay!
And that is probably the one I know the least about because I didn't hear about it until today.
Really? You didn't know about it until
I didn't know
today?
about it at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it most of the time goes from January into February, so it's in the months where us Minnesotans love to vacation.
Yes.
So it's the ideal time because we're escaping the frigid air up here to more comfortable air down there.
Right.
And when we went in February 2017, it was actually the first year of the International Festival of the Arts. We had no idea what was going on. We just showed up, and there were art things going around, and there were... Oh, hi, Joe! But there were, like, all of these big booths for food areas, but they were closed. Yes. And so we're walking around, and we're going, wait...
What's happening?
What is this festival? There's nothing here for us. And we didn't understand it at all.
Right.
2018, this last year, had a lot more things. They actually had stuff open every day. So it wasn't just...
Right. Just kind of like, what could be? Yeah.
claiming that it was the Festival of the Arts.
Right.
They have vendors there. They have booths set up so you can meet the artists. There are... exhibits, there's live statues this year, there's a lot of different things that were going on, and in future years I'm sure it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely.
After that, you're going to run into the international Flower and Garden Festival. And this is one that you said you were semi-familiar with.
Yes. I think I've actually been there for that one before.
Just once?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I went with my family the last time we went, 'cause that's in the spring, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because we went there for that one.
That one picks up right after the Festival of the Arts finishes up, so
Okay.
the end of February. And that one
just
actually
rolls.
goes through May. So you're going to find a long time of watching the flowers grow. And I think they said they had over 100 topiaries there this year of different things.
I have photos of topiaries from the time that I went, so I was definitely there for that one. It was really cool because they're so well sculpted. It's just amazing.
Yeah, those designs that they're able to come up with the flowers and the landscapes that they do. They even had this huge butterfly area this year.
Oh, wow.
Which was really neat that you could walk into. And I don't think that was an extra charge, so...
Oh, that's cool.
That might
I would have
been
done that.
A nice little free thing.
I bet they would have done a good job of a butterfly house, too.
Yeah.
It would have been kind of fun to see.
Yeah, I like butterflies. But the... Hi, Joe. Welcome to us filming. But the International Flower and Garden Festival actually does open up the pavilions, and you can have food, and that's something that they're known for as well.
Yes.
They had a variety of different eats out there on top of what you normally find at the regular pavilions. So it's just a nice festival to go to and wander around. And then they also do a free concert every night, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they call it, hold on, notes.
We don't have there's no notebook down there.
Garden Rocks Concert Series.
Oh, that's fun. Is that over by...
I'm guessing the American Pavilion,
yeah,
which is where they do all the other big music stuff.
Right, okay.
So they do the Garden Rocks there, and that means every 2 to 3 nights they're going to have a different performer, normally from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Nobody too big, because...
So is it every night and they just rotate them every so often?
Yep.
Okay.
So
all right.
An artist is there for about 2 to 3 nights, and they, I think, do a 20-minute set.
Okay.
And they do that 2 or 3 times a night as well.
Okay.
So if you're an early bird, you can probably catch like a 5:30 show, and then they probably have like a 7:30 show and or a 9:30 show. Those are my guesses. Now I don't have the actual times. I didn't do that much research.
I mean, we just basically make this stuff up. It's fine,
lovely.
Right? It's
fine. But they have some pretty decent sized names that show up.
That's cool.
And so that just wrapped up here in the end of May. And now, like I said, we're in limbo. There's nothing going on right now. But shortly, in 44 days, we will be going into the International Food and Wine Festival. Now, that one is a food lover's paradise. They have over 35 individual booths from different countries and different themes.
And I've noticed because I was actually there recently and this past year, and they actually have like extra countries that they like pack in between the countries. It's really fun. I'm like, when Scotland get here? That's kind of fun.
So you have the big country areas that you can go shopping, and they might have a show or something to look at.
Right.
But then you have these little almost kiosks, but they're solid building kiosks, so they're not like tents that they pop up.
Okay.
And you can go to them and try anything. Like a popular one is Hawaii.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Yeah, because there's lots of pineapple and
kind of fun, fruity.
Spam. Thank you, ma'am.
Spam?
Did you not know Hawaiians love Spam?
I did not know that.
Hawaiians love Spam.
I didn't know that.
It's like their state meat. Yes, that is a thing.
Isn't that like, isn't Spam like a Minnesotan thing?
It is. But yeah, Spam was created in Minnesota, but I think it's because of Pearl Harbor's base and it being a preserved meat that they could have. They got used to it, and or sending deliveries over to the island for food.
So this is a whole history lesson that I was not expecting to have
Hawaii
today, but here it is.
Canned meat. Good job, Ian.
I learned something new. Here we go. Welcome aboard.
But that's one. There's so many different things, though. Last year, I was there as well, and I had these wasabi pot stickers that were amazing from Japan. There was a creme brulee that was from France that was wonderful.
Yeah.
They offer the beer cheese soup that you can get at the Cellier from Canada's pavilion in the kiosk.
Oh, that's
so you
really
don't have to
cool.
go
in and get a reservation
and
do the whole
for it, which is really good. And so you can try all these different foods. And price ranges on those are normally between $3 to $8, so really affordable. Now, they are smaller sizes, so it's not something that you're going to get a meal and you can share with everybody.
Right.
But it is something that'll allow you to have all these different little tastes.
Yes. No, that's... I remember, and then they have... The booze there is good, too, because they have lots of booze at all of those little pavilions as well.
The booze is good here, too.
It is, thanks. We went, and I think we had some, like, uniquely Canadian beer when we were walking around. So because we had to do fast. When we were there, we only had, like...
You had like 3 hours.
We had like 3 hours in Epcot that time. And I get there, I'm like, oh no, the food and wine is happening. So,
you're not going to be able to see anything.
No, so we literally like just like kind of like jogged, old lady fast walked around the World Showcase.
See you being like
yeah, we did that. It was I probably won't do that again. It was actually very fun to do it, only because I'd been to Epcot before and knew the deal. But it was really, really fun to just kind of like, oh, let's do this, and then we hit just a couple of things. We went. I think we got those. I can't remember the name of them now, but they're like little green tea kind of frozen treats.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of them right now.
It's okay.
But then we also had beer
only have
and
one person watching. And they used to live there, so they probably know what we're talking about.
So we did that. We got a little bit of beer outside of Canada, and then we had our dinner and did the whole thing. But it was really cool, and I really want to be able to kind of dive into that more.
I know, and that's one thing that I'm looking forward to for our vacation coming up in September. Is we'll be there when the Food and Wine Festival's going on, and we are planning on road dropping all the way through. So that's not saying that we might not go back to our room and take a nap because of a food coma, but hey, it's bound to happen.
It's a possibility. It's a distinct possibility.
But, we definitely want to make sure that we try as many different things as possible.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing that I like about us going as a group, too, is that you can get one thing and we can have little tastes of it. And then
exactly. We all buy our own thing and
it'll be
it's
gonna be good.
It's really exciting. I'm really excited to spend a whole day in Epcot because I haven't done that in a while, and I'm really excited.
And then they also do a concert series too. They do the Eat to the Beat concert series.
There is just somebody in a back room making up names.
Oh, probably.
He's just in there just make up 100%. Names in line with stuff.
100%. They're like, this has to do with a garden. Yeah, garden rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is about food. Okay, ooh. Eat to the beat. Cool. I'm getting paid by Disney to come up with this schnuff.
Yeah, schnuff.
Schnuff. And I told you guys today what our group was going to be when we get there, which I'm so mad about because the group that's coming a couple days ahead of time is Postmodern Jukebox. If you guys haven't heard of them, they're amazing. They do a lot of covers, but they change the style of the song
so cool.
dramatically that it's wonderful. It's so neat.
I'm really disappointed that we don't get to see that.
I know.
And what are we going to see, Crystal? Or what will be there. I don't know if we're going to see it or not.
I'm not going to waste my time there. Baha Men are coming.
Who let the dogs out? Yeah,
Whatever.
So that'll be interesting.
No, thank you. Although
Yeah.
I will say last year when we went for my birthday, Hanson was there.
Were they really?
And that made my my little middle school heart happy because I was still in love with them when they came out. And then I was like, oh, they were the first concert I wanted to go see. It was sad I couldn't.
It hasn't affected her sense at all. Don't worry. It's fine.
It's okay. But our choice of this round is not as thrilling. Are we going to go to it? No. Will we probably walk by it?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Will I be singing along with it? No. No. You will.
I won't.
Really? I can see you bouncing around.
I might bounce around. I'm not gonna. Not saying I'm gonna like sing along though.
Yeah. Well, that's 44 days away. The International Food and Wine Festival starts. So get your calendars going. Hopefully they will be coming out with the booths here soon, the booth names, because those do change occasionally. And then you'll get the food list that corresponds with the booth choices so we can plan out our meals.
Yes.
And figure out where we're actually going to pork up.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that.
It'll be really fun.
We're just going to be like, so we're going to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
I'm looking forward to the drinks too, personally. Just to be, I didn't get a chance to like drink around Epcot last time, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I know it's not like a family friendly thing to say, but I'm really looking forward to
there
it.
is drinking around the world. That is a
It's a
socially
real-
acceptable Epcot experience.
If you're 21.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure. And then one final festival, let's get into the last festival, is the International Festival of the Holidays. So this is where they do their Christmas stuff. Every country does their own little decorations for how they celebrate the holidays. Some of them do skits, some of them have story time.
Yeah.
And then they have the big candlelight processional that they do in front of the American Pavilion. And it's the... sometimes it's a boys' choir or whatever.
Okay.
And they just sing a whole bunch of Christmas songs, and good job.
Wait, is it
Good
only
job.
Christmas, or is it like other holidays?
Well, in the American Pavilion,
Oh, I see. Okay, so they
it's
follow.
Christmas.
Okay.
But they do go through the differences, and like last year in Norway, they told the story of...
Frozen. I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
Stop bringing up Frozen every single episode!
I don't.
One of us does.
One of us does. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
It's a thing.
We don't actually really like that movie.
I didn't hate it. I just think there are better Disney movies out there.
That's true.
That's my thing.
That's true. But it's a nice holiday festive thing to do.
Yeah.
And obviously Germany has its own Christmas room already, so they go kind of cuckoo. But you hear about, Pierre Noël and all of those guys as well. So
Yeah.
that's fun, and that wraps up the year until you get back into Festival of the Arts. So, next thing I am going to say is there has been some trickle over from Walt Disney World over to Disneyland.
Okay, so it usually starts in Disney World and then moves?
Okay. But Disneyland has decided to pick up and start to do festivals as well.
Okay.
With their own special twist. So they do a food and wine festival, but it is not the International Food and Wine Festival.
It's California, isn't it?
It is California
knew
Food
it.
and Wine Festival. So that means that their food and wine is based on California.
Right.
Which, they have their own wine.
Yeah, that's kind of
Mecca,
tracks.
but
yeah.
doesn't have as variety of flavors as you find at Epcot.
In the world.
Yes. So you're going to find some of that there. Those dates I don't think I wrote down. Hold on. I'm going to disappear for a second.
I should go. Oh, there she is.
Where did I go? March and April was when Disneyland did their food and wine festival last. They do still have some special shops. They have some classes. So if you want to watch somebody make food,
You can do that.
if I wanted to do that, I'd go to my kitchen.
Watch
Watch Kevin make food.
food.
He used to be a chef down in Disney. how much better can I get than that?
Yeah, no, you're probably
Exactly.
more-
I'm just going to show
yeah.
up and I'm going to be
It's
like,
the same thing. It's like the
so I'm going to
festival.
start charging to watch you cook. I'm going to invite
mind.
other people and
Yeah.
we're going to make some money.
Yeah,
It'll be
fine.
good.
It's fine.
And then just recently they are doing Pixar Fest, but this is probably not going to be a repeat festival.
Oh.
This is to basically show off the Pixar pier change going from
Right.
the old pier.
Whatever, Paradise Pier? Whatever, it doesn't really matter
Yes.
because it's changed now. So
Doesn't
it's,
matter.
It's Pixar now.
Yeah, so Pixar Fest is going on mostly to usher in the new Pixar theme,
Right.
and that will probably be going through, they said, the beginning of September.
Okay.
And then after that, you might not see Pixar Fest again.
Okay, so it's more of a promo thing than like an ongoing annual
Yes,
festival.
even though they're considering
Okay.
this a festival, and it does fall underneath the qualifications that we have of it being a non-hard ticketed event, so you can show up, you can see it, you can experience it, yada yada yada.
Right.
So
Okay.
we're gonna qualify it underneath this thing, thump, and go from there. So next question is, of the festivals that you've been to, the full two,
The full two I've been to.
what's your favorite?
Because of the person I am, I really think that Food and Wine was my favorite.
And why?
Because I really enjoyed the fact that it really kind of fleshed out the World Showcase even more than it had been before. Like, it's already really... I have always loved the World Showcase, but having even more stuff packed into it was really cool for me. I really enjoyed being able to go in and visit those other countries that are kind of, like, interspersed in between, and it's basically, like, additional little country pavilions, and you get to kind of experience it between the
Without
things.
ending up in a gift shop at the
Ending up
end.
in the gift shop every time. I mean, you get still buy the food anyway, but you know.
I would say mine would be Flower and Garden, and it's because you still have those food options.
Yeah.
But then there's the other visual things too. So you have,
Right.
and you know how big of a flower person I am.
Yeah.
So being able to walk around, see the topiaries, see the designs, and be able to still have the great food.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite festival, but, you know, it's all up to interpretation. So what would you guys say your favorite festival is? Are we missing something important about one of these festivals? We've only
probably
been to...
are.
Yeah, I mean, we don't live down there. We've only been to a few of them. So there are probably little nuanced things that we're missing.
Yeah.
So please let us know, because we won't know otherwise. When we go down in September, what should we make sure that we catch at the Food and Wine Festival that we might not have known about? That'd be something that I want to know too.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to be able to hit all of the stuff that we possibly can.
And avoid Baha Men.
Yeah, can we do that without seeing Baha Men? I don't know why we have this like weird aggression against Baha Men, but we're gonna try not to see them. Maybe I think it's mostly because we don't get to see Postmodern Jukebox. I think that's why we're so mad.
It broke my heart today. When I found that out, it broke my heart. And that's sad.
It is sad.
So, well, that is where we're going to end it today.
I think so.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Ian.
And you've been watching WD Carousel of Podcast. I hope you have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye, guys.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.